Hey champions, we are Sunset Rights. We're going to do just a technique that you practice at home while we're shut down at the school. You can do it with your kids or your significant other, and if you have mats, great. If you don't, it's not that big of a technique that you're going to like crash and burn or anything with that. So we're going to work some small details on a scissor sweep. So let's get started. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, I'm going to go into more details than I normally do. I'm going to get a sleeve grip here and then a collar grip as well. So this could be fighting, we're here and working grips, but once I get this grip, this can later feed into a choke. But for right now, I just want both sides here. I'm going to do the sweep going to this side. So I'm going to set it up here where instead of like, sometimes you see people put their feet down here and then they'll shrimp away in order to start doing the scissor sweep. And if you do this, then they have your opponent has a chance to try to get their leg over the top of the leg here and then start passing your guard this way. So instead of, there you go, like that. So instead of putting the feet down here, shrimping away, and then giving that opportunity for them to push that leg away, I'm going to straighten out my legs a little bit here, and now when I turn and shrimp, my leg is already blocking her hip. So now I just got to bring my shin over across the belly. All right, so we're going to do that from another angle so you can see that as well. So now, just from another angle, if I put down my legs and I do that shrimp again, so you can use that hand to push down my leg here and start trying to pass that way. So instead of doing that, I'm going to have my grips, I'm going to straighten out the legs, and now when I pivot, I'm already blocking that leg. So I just got to bring my shin across the body like so. Okay, so now that we got the shin across the body here, I'm going to lower my knee a little bit here, but I want to keep my foot up in the air. So my knee is down and my foot is up in the air. The reason why I want to do that is if I just lay my knee on the ground, she can start doing a knee slice and coming and trying to pass the guard that way. So I'm going to drop my knee next to her knee, keep my foot up. That's just going to prevent her from trying to bring that leg up and do the pass. From here, I'm going to pull her into me. I got to get her weight on this leg. So I'm going to do a couple things. I want to get all of her weight on this knee that I'm going to be cutting and doing the scissor with. I'm going to straighten out my leg a little that is across the hip. So when I bring her weight on me, I'm not just lifting up all of her weight and then trying to cut it. And she can still be balanced and have her weight on both her knees. So I'm going to kind of kick my leg out a little bit and turn her sideways some. As I do that, I'm going to pull her towards me with that little kick. So now all of her weight should be on that knee. So as we do that, I have my grips. Well, from the guard, got my grips, my legs straighten out. I turn my hips, my shin comes across, my knee drops, my foot is in the air. I'm turning her sideways, I'm pulling her towards me. This leg cuts that knee out. And then I kick her over here, and if you're going to notice, my bottom leg is hooking her leg, so I already have a hook in. So then I come over the top, I already got a good position to start working a choke, and continuing from there. Let's go back again. One of the details that I like about this is when you get that hook in, it helps prevent you from getting ankle locked by your opponent. So from here, I went from the guard, I straighten out my legs, I turn my hips, I bring my knee across the shin, my shin across here, my other knee drops down, I kick a little, not just going 90 degrees to do the sweep, but to turn her body. Sometimes I might even have to look and arch my back and get my hips involved a little bit more. All right, that also avoids the high leg over. So just demonstrate the high leg. Your opponent would take this leg, and as I start to sweep, they block it by putting a leg behind them, boom, and then they pop back. All right, so that prevents the high leg. If I'm pulling in this way, I got that turn, and now I can still get it. Now look at the hook here. I keep that to prevent the heel hook here, or the ankle locks this way, leg locks in general. Because if she can pull and go straight here, she can start wrapping my leg this way and then start trying to submit me. But this hook helps prevent that. I'm able to sit up if she can't get that leg out in between my legs that she needs to go to the leg locks. So let's go from the other angle here. So I have my grips, I straighten my legs, turn my hips, shrimp out a little bit. This leg comes across so she can't pass that way. I'm going to use that leg to turn. See how it kind of turns her body a little bit? As I do that, I'm pulling her towards me. My other leg drops to her knee, my foot is up. I pull her towards me, I turn her sideways. I got my hook in. She falls here. I already have a hand in. Then I can start working the chokes. And again, if you do this at home and you choke your spouse unconscious, that's fine because it's training. It's not abuse. As long as you have a designated training area. All right, so also to avoid, if they're not going straight over to the 90-degree angle, I could try to bring her up a little bit to avoid the high leg block. So it's in my guard, open it up, turn, slide across, blocking the knee, turn sideways, and now I'm going to look kind of behind me here, and I'm going to get my hips, push my hips forward, and I'm on my side, and boom, I have my hook in here, and then I go right to the mount. So sweep each other at home and choke each other out. All right, just to describe from another angle, again, when I get the grips here, I straighten out my legs, I do my little shrimp, bring my shin across. I have to make sure my foot's up again, and then I'm gonna hook her leg, because if I miss this part, she can try to leg lock me. So as I'm doing all the stuff I'm doing, I'm turning, I'm pulling her in. If I get to this point and sweep, she can grab my leg, and then she could start working her leg locks, and now we have a different battle, all right? So if she can get this position here, that's one of the reasons why you want to have 2 points of contact. That'll protect your legs. And then also, go back. When I come here and I cut this leg here, I keep the hook, because now that's harder for her to get that knee in. She can still try to grab my leg, right? But now, even if she gets the leg, I can still sit up and I'm still safe. But if she can get this leg in between my legs, then that's a lot harder battle for me. Good? Hey champions, this is Sensei Right. We're going to go over...
And Sensei Right.
And Sensei Right. I'll do it again.